There we go. Now it's working. Okay, hi Tide Imbibe. Got a new beer to review, new to me at least. That's usually always the case. Um, and this is, if you saw my video earlier today, I showed the stuff I bought online from Stillwell and from Tad and Magoosh. We're gonna do the one from Stillwell, the one I bought 24 of. So this better be fucking good. Um, this is their 13 degree Czech-Style dark lager. So of course the 13 degrees is relating to the degrees Plato, final gravity, original gravity. I'm not sure which one that actually is talking about because those can be different as you brew the beer or whatever. Um, but generally, it's going to tell you how much the alcohol is and how much sugars are actually, you know, going to be in the final product, essentially, like how malty it is, how sweet it is. You generally get a better idea of what it's going to be like when you get your degrees Plato. Um, and to a certain extent, it will also tell you uh, how much alcohol you have. In this case, 4.5% alcohol by volume. So it's about right. Usually 12 degrees Plato is going to give you about a 5% alcohol by volume, depending on what ingredients you use and such, of course. So, 4.5% alcohol by volume. We're there. We're pretty much there. And what they say was it's the Tamave Lizak, which is basically just dark lager, is what it means, but Czech dark lager. So, what's the difference between, say, a Czech dark lager and a Schwarzbier or other sort of Euro dark lagers? In general, from what I understand, um, where you have like just a usual Schwarzbier, it's going to be much more roasty and toasty, not necessarily super complex on the taste profile. Probably going to be lighter in body. Czech dark lager apparently is going to give you, if it's done properly, is going to give you a more of a medium body mouthfeel to full bodied. And generally, it's going to be a bit sweeter. It's going to be a little bit more complex on the flavor profile in general. So we'll see if that turns out to be correct here. So I've never had a Czech dark lager before, as far as I know. So Czech style dark lager, whatever. So let's just let's go to Stillwell Brewing for a second. And I want to share my screen. Let's do that now. Chrome tab. Oh, there we go. That was weird. All right, so we got it here. So Stillwell in Halifax, we've done the Stilly Pills before. So they don't have a big beer selection. Now, this is not their entire beer selection here. Like we can go to wholesale, blah, blah, blah. And, here's where they're selling kegs of stuff to different people. And here's the 6 core brands that they generally have. So they have a West Coast style pale ale. They have a English best bitter. They have a cream ale, Stilly Pills, of course, and of course the Stillwell 13 degrees Czech style dark lager that we're doing. And they got a 10-degree Czech style pale lager as well. So like something Pilsner adjacent, I'm assuming, is what that's supposed to be. So go back here, and this is all they have really available at the moment. Actually, when I put in the order, there was more stuff on this page. So they obviously took some stuff out of rotation. Maybe some stuff is kind of seasonal for them. I don't know, but it looks like these are kind of like their main ones that they tend to have. So we've done the Stilly Pills, best bitter. So let's go to the Czech style dark lager here. I want that glass, by the way. Is that a glass or a mug? Oh, it's a mug. Okay, fuck that. I don't want it. I don't like mugs. But brewed with Czech ingredients, and in the traditional method, our 13-degree Tamave Lizak is our take on Czechchia's magical black beer, Nazdravi. All right. And then cream ale, stilly pills. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's all we're going to learn from that. Yeah, there we go. So take another look at the can here before we open it. Kind of like it's just a very, it appeals to my minimalist can art layout. Uh, that aesthetic I like. So should be good. Clean this glass. All right, let's pour it. Okay, yeah, pretty dark. So far, looks pretty good. Almost slightly tannish head going there. Looks super dark brown or pitch black. Not getting a lot of color through the actual glass. Generally, it was saying like style wise, you can maybe sometimes get like some red hints or whatever on the sides, but generally it's pretty solid dark. So we'll go to the aroma. Mm, nice. So not super strong. Um, very light roast on the aroma. A little bit. I wouldn't say there's any necessarily coffee there or anything like that, but a little bit of like so like roasted malt. I think everyone kind of knows that smell generally if you've had any sort of dark beers. Um, bit of a nutty character to it as well. Sort of like a nutty dryness, bitterness kind of coming up to the nose. Mm. A little bit of chocolate coming up now too. Mm. Did they say what malt they use? No, they just say traditional ingredients. So usually it's Pilsner malt of some sort that's in this. And then of course they'll introduce like some roasted malt as well. Sometimes chocolate malts, something along those lines. Mm. Okay, it smells good. It's not super complex on the nose. I'm hoping for a bit more complexity in the actual drink because they were saying, this is generally a little bit more intense than just a usual Schwartz beer. So we shall see. Cheers. Mm, that's nice. That's very nice. Mm. Oh yeah. Okay. I made the right move buying 24 of them. Um, this is really good. So if you're only used to like Schwartz beers, it's got that character to it. It's got that roast, especially at the end and the finish. Nice, dry, roasty kind of finish. But this has like a few more layers of like flavor going on. There's like a more of a mild toastiness to start until you get to that roast in the finish. Um, Chocolate, caramel, uh, mouthfeel is definitely medium bodied, so that's nice. There's a little bit of heft to this. There's a mild sweetness here going on, but it's not super sweet. It's kind of like a muted milk chocolate kind of thing, and with the mouthfeel being kind of medium bodied, it's also very smooth and creamy. So it's very easy going down, and finishes nice and dry. Slight lingering to it, not like an intense dryness or bitterness or anything like that. Generally, from what I understand, the IBUs on this. You know, the bitterness generally is about the same as your typical, you know, Euro style lager. So you're looking like 12 to 20 something, 12 to like early 20s, something like that. You're not going to get like a necessarily super hoppy or anything like that. And you definitely don't want that for a beer like this, unless you're making like a black IPA or something like that. But yeah. It's very good. That nuttiness is coming out as well. Like I said, there's a few different layers to this one. There's definitely more complexity than what you might expect just going into this blind and not even like really taking a look to see what the style is supposed to be or anything like that. Like you're just kind of thinking Schwarzbier, so you're thinking one or two notes, like maybe a chocolatey malt kind of character and roast, and that's generally Schwarzbiers. But no, here there's a couple extra little things going on, so it's like it's doing a little bit more. Damn, that's really nice too. It's the finish is, you know, it makes you want to have another drink, but it's not intensely roasty or anything like that. Not that I would hate it if it was intensely roasty, but it's a different take on this kind of like dark lager style, and it's one I definitely appreciate. I really like this. I'm gonna pour the rest of the can. Mm. We got CB Fall. He was in here earlier when I did my other video. Saying very amazing review, Lee. Thank you, sir. Always appreciated. Damn. I can see myself ordering more flats of this in the future. Did I say I ordered 48? I ordered 24 of these. I think my brain is going. I'm going to be like a dementia-addled puddle of goo before I hit 50, I feel like. But if I can still enjoy the taste of a beer, it won't matter too much. This is really good. This is really fucking good. This is kind of hitting everything that like I said, I read up on the style guidelines for this because it's like, okay, this seems like it's going to be a Schwarzbier. So what's different about a Czech-Style one, if there is any difference? And lo and behold, there is a difference, and this seems to be hitting the marks. So, you know, I'm not going to give it like a perfect 10, even though it's like hitting all those marks. But, you know, style-wise, I got to at least throw like an 8 at it. I'm just kind of like thinking, okay, there's probably like a world-class one out there that's more of a 10. Probably out there somewhere. Probably in Czechoslovakia or former Czech Republic or whatever the fuck it's called these days. So there's probably some of those creeping around there somewhere in some little small town that's been made for like 500 years or more or whatever, right? And it's probably amazing. And it would be like world beater 10. But, you know, I got to give it at least an 8 because it's hitting all the marks and it tastes really good. So, you know, style-wise, going to throw an 8 at it. Personal preference? Personal preference, I'm going to say 10. I can't ever see myself hating this. This is really fucking good. It's lower on the alcohol scale, so you can session a few of these. It's got a bunch of flavors I love. It drinks amazing. There's nothing wrong with it. Like there's no fault to it. Like I don't even need more complexity or less complexity or more intensity from certain flavors or anything. Like everything here works perfectly for me. So I'm going to give it a 10 for personal preference. I'm definitely going to get some more of this down the road. And it's well worth finding if you go into Nova Scotia here. going to Halifax, usually, you know, if you're a tourist or whatever, or if you're just living around here and you've never checked out Stillwell, I mean, maybe you're taking a trip to the city. I guess they got like a couple different locations under the sort of Stillwell banner. You know, if you happen into one of those, if they have this on tap, fucking get it. It's really fucking good. And if you can find it in, like, I don't know if it's in any NSLCs. I don't think it is, but it might be in like some other bars and stuff around the area in the Halifax, the HRM, you know, the larger Halifax, Dartmouth, whatever fucking super city, blah, blah, blah bullshit. This is one to look for, man. This is one to really look for. It's definitely a peek into a more Euro-centric style, and probably a super old one. I'm sure this was probably something that was like first made in like the 1400s or some shit, right? Like it's probably been around forever, and it feels like Stillwell's done a really good job on this, like just like they did a really good job on Stilly Pils, which is just a great Pilsner through and through. Yeah, Stillwell scores again. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to do any more reviews tonight, I don't think. I might be back for one later. We'll see. One or two, maybe. We'll see. I got a movie to watch, and I got a podcast to do later and shit. So if I can fit some time in to do another review or something, I will. But no promises. But I will get to more of the stuff in my my video I posted earlier today showing off the stuff I bought. I'll definitely get into those reviews pretty soon, and they'll be popping up on the channel. So never fear, they will show up at some point. So cheers, guys. CB Paul. Cheers to you. And we're going to get out of here, man.